My body is mine, and nobody can force me to receive any medicines that I don't want to have in my body.
Well, I feel quite safe being vaccinated twice. Still, I think I would feel a bit uncomfortable to know that there are people around me which are not vaccinated or could infect or could be infected by me or by other people.
The question is, how do we reopen the market, the economy, the life?
And the eruption was by far more impressive last night than those photos were shot, but they are from a postcard helicopter. But let's take a look at the bigger picture. It was last night, 20 minutes past 9, that an eruption started in Mount Parabasa. It started very quiet, no tremors, so it was discovered by bypassers who saw the glow. And after all these earthquakes, it did come as a surprise because the earthquake swarm had gone down, and I just read it in the news yesterday that Icelandic geologists believed that it would not be an eruption. They were more or less about to write off. But it did happen, and it happened in a small valley that is called Geldingstaður. It's around 10 kilometers from Grindvík. It is not posing any threat to people, infrastructure, and such, and it is actually the best possible place to have an eruption. And very good news for the people in Grindvík, because as they have been saying for the last days, eruption or not, we just want this over and done. There were so many earthquakes there. This is close to the Keflavík International Airport, and it was not close. The wind was from the west yesterday, carrying ash and gas to east, away from the airport. And east of the volcanic eruption, we have a town called Þorlákshöfn. People there were advised yesterday to stay indoors, either windows closed, turn the radiators up, and be prepared if volcanic gases would go over the top. The eruption seems, however, not to be caused using a lot of volcanic gases, not at this moment at least. The weather forecast is, however,
Hey, NBC News viewers,
They arc. Where are they hiding? Okay, so we're about to take you into some really crazy stuff right now. And so I thank you all for tuning in today, but it's about to get real crazy. And also, what are they hiding? We're about to talk about they're hiding something big here, because they'll tell you that they want to do this with species, but I'm going to take you to a deeper example of what's going on. And the DNA Ark, aka they want to be like Noah's Ark, obviously is another reason why they're saying this. And I'm actually going to give you the specific reason why they're saying this as well. But they're telling you it's just samples of millions of species from Earth. It's a lot bigger than that. And so I'm about to take you into that. First, I'm going to let you hear this video. They're also building robot cities where they only get to live. And so I'm going to take you into all this information here live. I'm going to let you see this video. The researchers say the lunar ark would hold samples of millions of species from Earth in hopes of saving biodiversity. And they're telling you lunar, but there's something else they're not telling you on Earth that they have too. So they're trying to project that lunar, and I'm going to show you exactly what they're not telling you. It's going to get real deep today, so thanks for tuning in.
Now for the night team, a doomsday vault on the moon. Sounds like an out-of-this-world idea, but researchers at the University of Arizona want to make it happen. They basically want to put a backup of the Earth in outer space.
Tonight we're learning the mechanics of how that would actually happen. Team 12 Colleen Sephora joins us with the people behind the insurance policy for Earth.
It could be a firestorm, it could be a tsunami.
What if?
It could be, different volcanic activity that happens.
The worst hits Earth, wiping out some or a lot of the living things here.
Can we get that back? In our current scheme of things, no way.
Which is why Jahan Thenga and his team at the University of Arizona thinks this, a lunar ark put inside ancient lava tubes on the moon, could be the answer.
Look, this is what they're projecting to you right now. That, oh, wait, it's going to be in space. And they got all these seeds and stuff that they put at special temperatures. But guess where it's at? It's in the Arctic. It's not in space. So they're hiding something from you big. And I'm going to tell you what's being hidden. DNA vaults with humans. DNA vaults with information, knowledge of DNA, basically, that they've pretty much uncovered. And they're telling you how much seeds are in the vault right now. And then why are they saying this? The food bank just said we're going to have another global inflation coming, another global crisis coming. So this is another reason why they're saying that. But I'm about to go into a deeper aspect of what's going on here right now. So, and then I can tell you at the end what you need to prepare for, why you need to prepare for it. Get the app called Picture This so you can get edible plants everywhere. You don't have to worry about being caught in this reality. They also predict the Nostradamus thing this year. So I'm about to dive into it with you right now. Let's get into the deeper aspect of what's going on here. Because obviously they're just going to tell you what they want you to hear on the news. Let's go over here. Popular Mechanics has more. Because here's the part they're not telling you. Here's the part. Scientists are planning to build Noah's Ark on the moon. Earth is destined for disaster, right? Because the climate wars and everything else happen now. If the depopulation people from Deagle.com get what they want, this would be exactly the reboot they want. And they're going to play this as a Genesis, Noah's Ark, biblical type of scenario because they love playing an esoteric type of situation. Now, going into it, it says, scientists believe they can preserve all living things with a solar-powered lunar ark. This compound inside the moon's lava tubes could store cryogenically frozen reproductive cells from 6.7 million species on Earth as sort of insurance policy. Just get in there and Matter of fact, we don't even need you anymore. We got DNA and everything of you from birth. Now, here's another thing they talk about, not just that, but they talk about in Earth, they have something. So I'm going to take you down to it right here. And it's down here in this part of the article. So here it is. It talks about when streams of lava melted in soft rock underground, while lava tubes are 328 feet in diameter, could provide sanctuary from solar radiation, micrometers, cool surface temperatures. They aren't particularly homey space for people to live in and thrive. Talk about the Earth. Actually, the DNA species and stuff like that. It says, can we apocalypse-proof the world's knowledge with DNA? This piece was originally published by BBC Future. Goldman can remember exactly how they came up with the idea of storing all the world's knowledge in DNA. They know it happened in the bar of the Gaswork Hotel in Hamburg, that many beers were involved. They may or may not be able to do this, but they're saying they will be able to do it. And so when you look into this deeper, let's go into this right here. It says, sperm bank on the moon could be mankind's last chance of survival if Earth is destroyed. If mechanical engineers get their way, a repository of reproductive cells of 6.7 million species will be set up on the moon. And then notice how they have this hand right here. This came out March 18, 2021. Notice how they have this hand right here, like, you know, some weird alien, hideous, long finger, spliced up, hideous creature or something like that right there. So again, why are they saying they gotta have species DNA? Because they're saying they're gonna try to relaunch it. You remember all the movies showing you like, oh, well, we're gonna have different species, or there's gonna be some clones, and don't worry, we got another you out there. We got all this other DNA. I mean, this is pretty much the perspective that they're trying to unleash right now. And how many of you already know that you've already had your DNA snatched? I mean, come on now. We've been talking about this for a long period of time. So they got robots with cities now where they're going to be, Toyota is building it. I'm about to show you that in a second. Toyota is building it. And scientists are gearing up for repopulation after depopulation, obviously. But in a new environment, Institute Electronics Engineers, IE, are looking to set up a repository of reproductive cells. That article was so long, but they also talked about it's like these little cave areas inside of the Earth where they could use lava, like, you know, the lava basically chambers and stuff like that, where they would then go in the Earth, which is what I believe they would. That's what they're gonna do, man. They always like, oh, we're gonna go into space. But anyway, what do you believe? You think this is really gonna go to the moon? But the moon is basically in our orbit, and it is a satellite. They say. Two, they say they can do it in Earth as well, which they're already currently gathering all the biological samples that they need. Now, here's the next piece of information that gets even crazier. So Toyota has begun to work on a Japanese smart city, and we already got the autonomous drone airport in somewhere, I think it's in Europe or something like that. But Toyota begins work on Japanese smart city cars are banned and robots live in homes. So they're saying they're gearing up for the Great Reset, the repopulation after the depopulation. They got the DNA banks, the so-called Noah's Ark 2.0. Toyota has begun work, and I'm going to show you some video of this little city of the future they got right here. Toyota has begun work on what it claims is the city of the future, where private cars are banned and robot helpers fill the home. So why do you think they said we're going to get rid of gas-powered cars and all that other stuff? Dubbed the Woven City 700,000 square meter mega project is planned to be living laboratory for cutting-edge mobility tech, robotics, smart homes, artificial intelligence, sustainability. So they call this sustainability. And let's go down into it. They got some of the images here. And then I'm going to take you into some of the video clip. The city's roads are designed to function as a grid with space for self-driving cars and pedestrians piloted. So I guess you don't get to be here, I'm guessing, you know. Woven City buildings will feature robot-made wood and will be 100% reliant on renewable energy. I mean, this is really crazy that we're sitting here talking about this, because you've seen all this in the movies and now it's here. Toyota is going to build it. So let's go to the video clip real quick where they show you what it's like. And I'm just going to play it in the background. I'm not going to put any music on or anything like that. Here it is. The city of the future, they call it. And is going to have autonomous vehicles only. Everything's going to be built by machines. And they think they're really going to get away with this. They think people really are just going to accept this reality. And for the most part, we know that the masses will accept this reality, but it will be people that don't accept this reality. How will you live in this moment is the question. And so we're going to talk about that. You need to gear up and prepare to live in an off-grid society and live and get what you need as far as cooking, portable grills, portable stoves, and people have been saying they can't get them and they can't afford it. Yes, you can, unless you want to live in a robotized society with artificial intelligence always monitoring you all the time. And it's going to get to the point where people will be in different elements of cities and see lots of the robotized society. So this is a new city that they're building here, and you can see drones flying around and everything else. They got a sperm bank where they're planning to relaunch the world and then bring us into this new Orwellian probably future. They build up robots because this is the plan, right? Get rid of the people. Then after that, they have the robot cities already being launched and built so that when it is repopulated, that the robots and the AI is already in control. Who's really in control? God is. And as long as he is, and as long as that we are conscious of what's going on, we have a chance to make change every single day. So I wanted to give you that. And again, why are they saying all this is because here is the big story. Food price surge is unlikely to revert March 2021. Agricultural commodity prices have surged almost 50% since mid-2020, causing concerns over food price inflation around the world, sometimes resulting in increased export taxes and quotas by producers at the time. Importing countries want to import more. So we're already going through the climate wars, right? And so the food inflation is real. Corn was one of them, soybeans, and all the stuff that they're showing is also things that's going up that they project throughout the years. And so what can you do to change how you live? I mean, like I said, the one thing I didn't know was that once you put the Japanese sweet potatoes inside of the glass, and you find any glass jar and you just put the sweet potato in there, you put the water in there and you change it every 3 days. I put colloidal silver in it to keep it clean, and that will literally change your life. It can literally get you, it has vitamin K in it. I told you it has magnesium in it. It has a little bit of calcium in it. And that there, along